Now she's learning npm learn to build it, and you can see here Vite also shows us. You can see ours here, and then you see the change that is happening on Vite, and the Vite is one that shows the change of the front ends. Let us wait to see after thinking run npm building. That run npm build is another command that is used in building the website, and it is responsible for building or adding the new changes to the already built front-end files. So what is happening? The problem was the connection that is not speeding up. Okay, so let us see if the change was made. Now you can see our text now is appearing very well. Yes, but somehow there is a small problem that is inside there, but I hope this will make it the placeholder of the image. Yes, this is the placeholder of the first image, and this will be the placeholder of the second image we want. So we are going to fix also the sizes of these product cards, so that our product card should have the featured character. For example, let us first there is something that we will not built. So on shop on shop now button, when clicked, I don't want it to go down to some item. I want it to have to open overlay box that collects information of subscriber, including the contact, email name, email contact, tax, and location, like that. But contact and the location is optional. So develop a to-do list of what you are to do. So the reason why I keep on using this to-do list is just directing AI step by step. First is to see the kind of suggestion that she's going to give me, so that I may choose any type of information that I want, or if there is something that she must add, so it is a must. And if there is something that is added there you don't want, you must tell her to revoke that step. Let us wait as she pressed the hero scroll link with the model open state and the subscriber form state. Let us wait step by step. Okay, now she first thinks about it. To think about it, she's not already actually thinking, but she's learning step by step every code that she's gonna add or change, so to put this action, this part into a action. So let us wait, and she's importing. As you can see, she removed the file, and then she's busy adding subscriber open, user state and effect. So let us see a model and a form. Okay, still the changes that we have already changed is now over 4 changes in the same section. That is why you see byte number is not increasing. That is due to the fact that we have only fewer changes that we're still making on only one section, and I will help you step by step until you understand how these things or our website will be working like. And you can see step by step name also added in. Okay, so let us see to see the change that was applied there. We must refresh so that the change be applied well, and then we click on this button. There is overlay that must open, but somehow you can see our overlay is so big. Yes, it is so big, and to solve that issue I'm going to show you how we should do it step by step. It has reopened to see how high long it is. Okay, we have seen the problem. It cannot be closed, and still submit details, a big button, and somehow it is so high due to the fact that we have this long text and some useless text that is there. And so let us begin with this problem. So visit that box that you added box. Please, when you talk to AI, try to address your problem. Visit that new added box of subscriber. Climber. They have height that is blocking its visibility, and the cross button is not working. So fix the width and font size of header in that box so that they will be visible on every devices as you reduce fonts and paddings. So padding is a type of space. There is a type of space. There is margin and padding. Padding, it is the space that is added inside the container, and the margin, it is the space that is applied outside of the container, so that it forces other that is surrounded to give it as much as possible space so that it will be visible according to the way you want it. So let us wait as she adjusts the model container sizing and scrolling so content stays visible on smaller devices. Let us wait. Reduce model header sizing padding for better fit close viewports. And I'll be sharing this project if you want to use it, or if you want to implement it in your for example, you wanted to use it making your website. And I hope this will help you to understand step by step. But it will be better if you look you see this video, or follow this video to the end step by step how I'm doing things. So let us see what is happening. Now she's adjusting and scrolling so the content stays visible on the smaller devices. Reduce model header sizing padding for better Yes, fit close viewport. Let's now check the change, fix the cross button stacking, and verify the front-end build if passed. So no longer. Okay, now let us see the change. Yes, you can see somehow now she applied one bad effect that is useless. So we can tell her to remove this header. Yes, and fix, remove this header like this one, and reduce the size of, and reduce size of button, and remove that scroll behavior of that box accordingly. And even you can remove also this text because still subscribe access. English can even remove this so that to give this and also remove or change font size of this so that things be sized well. She's going to title the subscriber model. Again, remove the title, shrink the supporting copy and the submit button, and drop in a panel scroll behavior so box feels simpler and lighter. Now you see she's doing the change, and you can see the numbers indicated that we are on the change number 7. So the reason why you almost use AI or Vite to see the changes that I'm using, it is because it indicates me the kind of the change that I will say. I can tell her to change the change, to remove the change of, for example, 5 by using this Vite only, and she can change it. Now you can see our box is looking well, but this submit button is still massive, and I want that is changed. Button is still big, so I want that you reduce size accordingly, and try to include bluish color in the background, and remove other background colors. So let us wait the change. Now she's going to do. I tell her that she's going to reduce the size of this button. You see that it is somehow massive. Yes, it is somehow massive, and I want her. Now you see the changes made, but still the size is not yet have changed. I've been reduced and removed blue only background, but still I have a problem on this blue. Submit details instead of using submit. Let's tell her to use only submit text so that it looks so fancy. Okay, yes, submit. Now now reduce this to only submit. That way will be okay. And we are going to fix only these cards as we add the button to be to those add card buttons, and we add the feature of the rating stars, and we should be reducing this text because it seems that they are very big. So, and we even give the best layout to this card, product card, so that they are not somehow big. Okay, now she changed the button to submit. You can see now after she make that change, she's learning npm to see the change if they applied well. Okay, now when you click here, you can see how now fancy is our website, and then let us look a little bit to mobile view. Still okay, I can see. And now when I click that button, okay, you can see how it is looking very well on mobile. And there you can see how product card will be stuck together. There's no problem. And now there is a rust change that I want to change so that we go on making website more professional. So rate product card have what I can call a star rating, and rate that CTA or check out button have background the colors accordingly, gray. After that, made the card make product cards to have at least width of, for example, 312 m or a 13 m. It is unit that is used to scale the width of the cards. Let me see, there is a problem in connections. Yes, here it is. It is connected now. We can work. Let us wait as we see the change. She's now updating the product cards, extend product data with the rating, and the color style, updating product cards layout so to show star ratings colored. And then there is something also you should know. You can see on our page we have somehow a kind of the font that is somehow not attractive. I will also guide AI on how to change it, and we can even change these containers to not behave like that. Also, I can guide AI so that we can get the possible solution that we want. Let us first see the change that she's going to do. Now she's adding the price tags there. Okay. Reload the front end to verify card and layouts. Aims. I'm updating minimum card with the width difference so that the card doesn't collapse too tightly. I forgot the card change is copied to the product company and data model. I'm editing app.tsx now so that the deleting is called to action button treatment and that will be work well. Read the front end to verify the card update compile cleanly. Okay, let's see. Now she have updated it step by step. Now the change I have made is that. Okay, now you can see how our rating systems is working very well. Yes, and the rating is working very well. Okay, and then yes, let me give her another idea. What if you are to put the discount counting badge on the product? How will be looking like as ID? Now we tell her that we are about to put her the discount, so the discount badge could work well if it stays small, sharp, and attached to the product image rather than floating randomly. So okay, now do it and add discount badges responsively very and let's check if there is another change that we can make. But somehow I hate this background because it is somehow, but we can let it because it is just a simple project and we want it so that you can know how you will be building your site where. Okay, add the tool called, and now you can see the button on it. The product is added according to the background that is outside of the image. And let's see the change now she's making. Building front end to verify the discount badge change compile cleanly. So lastly, I see a bunch of the websites still have this kind of floating navigation bar, but what if our navigation bar stays on it scrolling? I hope that will be also other beta character. Yes, and then raise the product. Okay, on upcoming. Also, other thing I want here on upcoming product is simple. Let's see. Let's just somehow tell this AI to give the upcoming product a simple button. That simple button will be like working like this. This button should open this simple button will be opening a simple. It will be opening the same subscriber, so that the user, the client will be notified if the product are finally released. It will be also better. This flickering loading of the content also will be cared about. Okay, now what if you give cards and the button to each card that opens the model of subscribe box, so that the client will be informed when product arrives. Okay, now she's going to think the way she will be doing this. Okay, but in loading you can see there is a character of flickering on loading. It is not speeding on loading. Now extend the subscriber model state optional track selected. Add the city in upcoming product and the product card that opens the model for an active item building. Shop now existing. Change stays local model content. Check the section and then apply the change directly against the structure. Let us see the change that should be making. The front end, okay. Verify the upcoming call to action model integration compile cleanly. Now TypeScript out a generic model. Now when you click, she'll be opening the other subscribe button. So let's see. Now handle mismatch problem. Okay, fix it. She's checking whether it works well. If the change is applied, you can see here on write. Let us wait. Okay. It's good to see the change. When we click that notify button, the front end to verify upcoming model integration compile cleanly. Now the build is passed. Now finally for it's okay. We should be notifying. You can see build the front end to verify the upcoming call to action. You see, okay, and it is applied. Everything now is working well. And when we click that button, you can see what happens. That model will come. So to finalize this, we should ask what if nav bar remain fixed on scrolling. Let's see if we understand what I say. Okay, so proceed. Then do it. That is to mean we have the property that when we scroll, our navigational bar is going with the page. But we want that when scroll, this navigational bar will stay fixed while that overlay part will be going as it is. Convert header navigation from stick to fixed positioning, and anchor the section to avoid overlap. Build the front end to verify. Fix the nav bar layout, compiles well. Let's correct it. I'm putting updates line now. Summary points it to. The nav bar is now fixed during scrolling. So let's see whether the fix is okay. You can see now fix is working well. Other thing is lastly, there is weak loading and flickering of the website. So check why and solve issue so that rendering and loading work well, and through this process try to use roboto based fonts for headers or fantasy for headers texts for headers, and try to minimize the font size of headers. So after this, we'll be finished with UI of our website. It will be the user interface. You understand? We don't have backend. We are fighting with front end. Backend is not there. That is why you must be very, very, very careful in whatever you do when you are building a website. So you can see now, let's first check. Now we have an icon of the website. This is what she's telling us, break commas, what and what. But this icon is not for our website, it is for a Vite. It is what we use it, but I will show you how you can change it so that our website will be working very, very well. So let's see. Move the font loading to document header and switch the font pair to Roboto plus lighter fantasy style. The supply font to reduce the blur backdrop filter shadow and animation cost across the page. Lower major heading sizes and build the front end to verify it is optimized. Now global rendering cost is lower. Now Arial font loading smaller background filters and lighter shadow are making final pass through app.tsx or TypeScript. So let us see after the change she will be have made, so that we finish only with setting up the UI that we'll be using. First pass hit tail line pattern. So I'm leading the live component and patching your current heading and growth classes directive. Then I repeat once after. Okay. It's busy learning the commands. Okay. Then I will build once after typography. and the render cost chains are in. Yes, you can see now she's dealing with the flickering part. Main page shade is lighter now, smaller grow layer, now floating animation. Then let's see after what will happen. Blur reduction and small hiding all compile cleanly. Okay. Yes. The reason why I said that she must use Loboto or the Fantasy is one of the best font style that is outside there, that is used to build e-commerce website. Those shooter commerce website that normally trade the pro items, not all items, just pro items or expensive items. So there, I will show you the kinds of the website that will be for information, the website that will be for premium, and another website that is to to sell a valuable items. So now you can see, let's see, okay, flickering behavior now is gone. Now loading mockup is on the way, and you can see how our 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 sites are now looking like. It seems that it will be selling the very expensive product, and then it is working very well. So thank you for coming for this video, and I hope you liked it and you will be sharing about it. This is again Advanced Coding Academy. Don't leave without sharing, commenting even, or subscribing, because as you give us that like, you push us on the next level. So don't hesitate, this is yours, and I'll be building the next part of the client side on the coming times as I improve this UI the as I improve this UI of client to be very beautiful. And when I inspect, you can see still mobile thing is working well. As you can see, it is working very well. There's no problem, there is nothing broken. And when you click on this menu, you can see it is working well. And when you click, it scrolls to the side where you must see. This is how the website is actually built, and this is the UI of the client. This is an e-commerce, and I will be doing the next part on the coming days.